All right, let's do it.
Hello, everyone. Again, how you doing? And before you ask your question, please identify yourself and in the outlet for the first time. Would you like to start by trading?
I'm Mike Raven, Austin American Statesman. Coach, just first off, how cool was it for Owen to play? You guys to share that experience?
No, it was good. I was happy for him to get out there. He's been with us for a while now, so. But games are different than training. I think that'll be a good experience for him to get in there against a very good opponent, because it's a different level of stress. It's a different level of intensity. But I was happy for him. Obviously, it's coming into that game, and in the middle of the field, it's always difficult. But again, for him being 16 years old and be able to get on the field and compete, it was nice to see, and he'll continue to grow. I mean, it's part of what we have going on with him right now, and progressing his development. And obviously, there's not an academy that he's suited for, or correct age. So he'll keep grinding with us and playing with us, and we'll try to find time for him.
But you remember what it's like to kind of play that first. So what were your nerves like? Were you watching him as a coach, as a dad? I mean, what was that for you?
It was more as a coach. I mean, happy for him, obviously, as a father. But once you get out on the field, there's things that he needs to be aware of and understand how he's helping his teammates and how he's going to help us as a team. So it's positional. It's his individual, positional awareness, body shape, moving with the game. So there's lots of things there, and we'll go home and take a look at it. There's no doubt about it. But I hope he enjoyed it, and I think he knows where he did well, and he knows where he did poorly, and I think he'll grow from that, which is nice.
Ross Fisher, Striker, Texas here.
Mhm.
Coach, Mackenzie Gaines is on trial. What does he bring to the team? What have you seen from him so far? And what is the possibility that he's signed?
Well, he was with us in training, and he grabbed a couple goals real quick and some small-sided things. So he brings the ability to score. He's got great speed, good athleticism. Obviously, there's a lot to build on and come into our world and understand exactly how we want to play and utilize our striker. But it was nice, and obviously we're limited on guys, so it was helpful for him to join us in training. And then obviously Manny was pushed to the brink out there, and I had to get him off. But it was nice to see Mackenzie get on there, and again, I thought he added a little dimension there at the end.
If you were to sign, what would that process look like? Like how it's GT to under 21 forward?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. We'll continue to assess him, but it's nice to have again another striker here, or a winger striker, and we'll assess him going forward. Hopefully, he'll be with us for a little bit, and we'll get a good chance to evaluate him. Yep.
Yeah, Eric Goodman, Austin Chronicle. Josh, you got a little reflections from tonight, from the whole week of interacting with Tigres, getting a chance to play some guys that typically haven't seen a lot of minutes. Just how satisfied or unsatisfied are you with how it's all going?
I think pretty satisfied. Like you said, we got some guys some significant minutes that hadn't played. I think there'll be confidence from some of the performances tonight. I think Rodney did well. Johan getting back in there. And getting 80 and 90 minutes, so it was much needed. We also needed to scale back some guys that have played some minutes, and we didn't have certainly our full repertoire of guys available. A ton of little injuries, but pretty pleased. Obviously glad to grab a goal. Rodney, I thought he did well and certainly picked up some momentum after the goal. It was a really good goal. Tigres is a good team. I mean, that goes unsaid, and you can see the quality they have in and around goal. That's what you talk about with MLS and Liga MX. I mean, you can see a real quality in player for player in Mexico, and we're certainly closing that gap. But we still do have a little ways to go. But it's nice. You enjoy watching good soccer. You enjoy being around highly talented players. And for us and our fans and our team, it's a great exercise. It's a great opportunity to do that. And we competed well, and I think at times we're able to do the things that we want to do, and we utilized a variety of guys in different ways. So I think there's some certainly some helpful things that transpired over 90 minutes for us.
Zach Smith, Country News. You mentioned Rodney's goal, and it doesn't seem to lack any confidence in kind of his personality, but that was a confident strike. And do you think that can kind of go on?
Absolutely. I absolutely do. He's a very charismatic kid, and you can see, again, it's been unfortunate. He was so good in preseason for us, and he tore his meniscus, and we had to back off for a little bit, and he really lost momentum, and thus he lost a little bit of confidence. But you're right. His personality is more right out there for you to see, a little bit like Cecilia. So I think this will go a long ways for him. I thought he performed well. He competed hard. He took the strike really well, and he had a couple other decent little half opportunities. But that's what we need from all our guys. Kakuta the same. He found himself in some decent spots, but he hasn't seen the minutes, so you could see he gets a little leggy. But these guys have quality, and it's getting them prepared and certainly understanding what their role is within our structure, and then now coming out and performing. And that's how you get confidence, and that's how you get back to a place where we know these guys can get. And again, I think tonight's performance will help a number of guys.
What did you make of Manny's performance playing up top from the start?
Yeah, I think Manny's, again, he works tirelessly, which is a good thing, and again, he found himself in some spots to capitalize on. The penalty, I think, is a legit shout. He had another little half chance right in the penalty box, but he works hard. He works for the team, which is really one of his strongest traits. He's got verticality. He's got speed. We got to work with him and continue to work with him on positional awareness as a striker. He's played as a winger. He's played as a striker. So we've moved him around a little bit, but these experiences will help him, and we have to keep working with him and developing his understanding and ideas. But it's never going to be from a lack of effort with Manny. He comes in, competes well, and again gives us a little bit a level of physicality and verticality that we always need.
And then what did you see out there with the three at the back for last 10 minutes?
Yeah, we'd worked a little bit on that a couple days ago and talked about it a bit, and knowing that we couldn't have Z and Hector going 90 minutes or significant, so we knew we were going to need to shift some pieces around, and it's just a good opportunity to put that into play. And again, I think it gives you the ability to be more aggressive in certain parts of the field. They're a good team. They have a lot of guys on the line. They're constantly threatening the line, so the fifth actually helps us. We weren't able to get it in there right before the third goal, but that was the idea, to give us something now. There's plenty of teams in our league that play in certain ways that are going to challenge you with a normal back four. So we're able to put that into play. We'll document it, analyze it, and again, I think that will help guys. I think for Johan, he does extremely well. Very aggressive center back that can leave the line, duel in the channel. So for his profile, it fits really well. And Julio does a great job coming in and being that central guy. So there's some things that we'll be able to look back on and again help grow and help some of the guys that saw those minutes tonight with it. You bet.
Moose has already been added. The transfer window is open. I guess where would you like to add some help, and realistically, how much help could even be added to kind of help with this season?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think we're looking at attacking mids as well, just pure out and out tens. But it's from roster space, it's challenging. Right now we're limited. Alex is out, with a little bit of a foot injury. We obviously lost Danny Pereira, who's been out for 6 weeks and then came back and got dinged up. So you do have some, at least some concern centrally if we lose a guy again, and as well as fullback. Nick's probably 2-3 weeks away, but with Hector, Jean, and Aiden, it's thin. If something were to happen again there, so there's plenty of areas that, given the way that our, some of the injuries have taken place over the last 4 or 5 weeks, it's somewhat concerning. But adding real quality as an attacking mid, I think, is something that we're looking at. Obviously, the striker will help give us some, a real focal point from that standpoint. But we'll also, we'd still need another striker, one striker. We're not going to all of a sudden expect Jite to come in and score 10, 15 goals. That's not fair to him. He's got to come in, acclimatize to us. We got to learn more about him. But he has been working out, so he should come in with some level of fitness and be able to get on board rather quickly. But we also have to be realistic with it. But there's a couple places we could add for sure.
And then we talked about it a little bit midweek, but is there an update on Musa and kind of when you would expect him to maybe be available?
I think when he'll be available, the first thing is getting him in the market and getting him squared away with everything. Living, certainly accustomed to us, our team, the way we play, the way we work. But I think he's supposed to arrive this next week, and I think it's imminent. But the powers that be that make that go, it's tough for us to really put a timetable on it. But it'll be certainly welcomed. We need a striker, and that'll help our cause.
Josh, you get a kind of special kick seeing not only Owen out there, but next to Sebastian, kind of making a throwback to you and Greg back in the day.
Yeah, no, it was good. I think it's a tough game in the middle of the field, and what you see with both of them, they're young players. When they make good plays, you can see how it gives them a little bit of confidence, and when they make when they get turned over or they make poor decisions, you can also see how it affects them. But you got to grind. You got to put that behind you and move on. And that's why we're constantly focusing on certain aspects of the game for those types of players when you're playing in the middle. But I'm happy for both of them. Obviously, Sebastian's been doing this a bit longer, and Owen's been in and around us for 6 months, so he has some comfortability. But it's a game. It's a real man's game, especially in the middle of the field. And I'm sure Owen felt that, and he'll learn from that. And we'll keep pushing our ideas and see where it takes them. But I was happy for both of them. Obviously, good kids. Good to see them out there.
Do you think you got out of this what you were hoping for? Maybe confidence, lack of injuries, I guess, was this a success overall, did you say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, we had some things happen in the last few days that we, again, pulled back on players. Cecilio had a little strain that we got an MRI on, and it was never going to be worth the risk at that point. So making it through without any injuries and grabbing a goal and a good performance from a lot of guys, yeah, I think it's a positive. That's a good team, and our fans are awesome. This stadium is incredible, and again, the energy, the commitment, their undying thirst for our players and providing energy and push is incredible. And a lot goes to our organization and these fans in this community because it's incredible. And I think our players feel that. That's also what pushes us out on the field to have good performances. And again, given what our track record is with injuries today, it was good to get through there without anything going backwards. And unfortunately, we've had too many lately, and we'll hope that continues to come back to us, and we grab some players back in the coming weeks.
Michelle, and we'll have a word.
Hi, Michelle from Finland, Austin. A few weeks ago, we spoke about signing new players
Mhm.
and all that, and today you spoke about how Liga MX has a lot of talent. Any chance Austin FC is looking at a few players? I know you said y'all were.
Yeah, we're always looking at players, and Liga MX has tons of players, Mexican players, Colombian, Ecuador. I mean, they do. It's such a strong league in general, and players come from everywhere. Certainly South America and Central America. So, without a doubt, we're looking within that league, and it's got to make sense for our club, our organization, but at this point, obviously on the field as well. So we'll continue to look for it. There's plenty of talent in Mexico, as everywhere else in South America and Central America. So we got to continue to look for it and continue to get better. But absolutely.
And just a side note, I've been wondering, do you know Spanish at all? Just for future reference.
Un poco español. Yo pienso un poco español. It's not going to sound good, I know. The translation to English will not be perfect, but I've learned, and I did take a lot of classes during COVID, where 3 days a week. So it's good enough in footballing terms to talk to Cecilio and certainly Tomas and Rodney and the rest of the guys. But obviously, you need a little help, and they're bridging the gap as well. They're learning English, which makes it nice as well, and that's how we get this family moving. We get this family moving by good communication, and we keep getting better. You bet.
Last question, Jorge.
Jorge Torralde from Deportes. You just mentioned about Cecilio Dominguez's status. Did you have any player that they wanted to play this game and you thought it was not the moment to
Yeah, Cecilio. Cecilio wanted to play. he was saying he wanted to play. He felt like but we got an MRI that shows a mild strain, and it's not worth it, And I love CC and his spirit and his demeanor, his attitude, his ability to bring the group together. As a first-year guy coming into this league has been exceptional, and I think it was the smart thing to do. Obviously, it was good to see Tomas back out there and get significant minutes. And hopefully Danny Pereira gets to speed, but that's about the only player. Johnny Gallagher's not ready. Nick Lima's a ways away, and Pepe Pereira is also. But when we have all those guys, I mean, we will have a good group and a very competitive team in this league. And I think we've shown that when we have them healthy, it's just been difficult to ride through the last few weeks, and we'll be better in the long run. But it's been a little bit tough lately.
Thank you all very much. Conclude with this.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.